My next guest is a very talented singer and songwriter who's right here from the Bay Area. She has a new EP out called A Cheetah Hunting in Slow Motion. I am so happy to have Chloe George join us.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited.
I can imagine you are excited. We're filming this before your big Fox Theater debut in your home area.
I know. I'm like freaking out actually.
It's got to be a trip. I mean, you said you got a chance to spend some time at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got this routing has been really nice. So we had 2 days to travel here. So we've been at my parents' in Nevada for the last 2 days. I got to like sleep in my childhood bed that I used to like think about this in. So it's really weird.
That's crazy. Yeah. For people that don't know, Nevada is north of San Francisco. Mm-hmm. Kind of like a suburban type of place, right?
Yeah, there's a Target and a Costco. Like, you get it, yeah.
Describe for me what it was like growing up in Nevada with these big dreams.
It was great. I mean, I feel really lucky. The Bay is, there's so much arts stuff to get into. Like I did like a county-wide a cappella group called Till Dawn, that's a thing. And then I did like a bunch of musical theater and different, like both in school and outside of school at different regional things. So I just feel really lucky. I feel like I had like, it was so easy to do. Like, and my mom's a music teacher, so I feel like all my older siblings did music. Like, it just was always around, and I feel really lucky. There was never, ever a point where it was like, oh, I don't know how I can do this. I felt I had the resources, which is amazing.
Whenever I tell people about the music scene in the Bay Area, it's always like, oh, Green Day, oh, G-Eazy, Metallica, right?
Yeah.
What did you lean towards, or what did you gravitate to when you were
Of Bay Area artists?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, like the older culture of it, I was like obsessed with like the Day on the Green stories my dad would talk about, and like the Grateful Dead. Weirdly, when I was in 5th grade, I was obsessed with them. I don't know why. And like Janis Joplin stuff, like just the artists that came through here, I think I was way more like, oh my God, freaking out about. Yeah. But like, I would say my artist from the Bay that I like followed the most was Kalani. Like I'm obsessed with her. I loved her so much since I was a kid. Like she's so amazing, and that lane of music has always been like my favorite to kind of listen to, besides like whatever my parents were listening to around the house. Like that's what I picked, I feel like, for myself. So yeah.
What was playing around your house with such a musical family? I
it
imagine
was
it was like
a lot
everywhere.
of like Stevie Wonder, Carole King, Grateful Dead, Led Zeppelin, huge Led Zeppelin. My dad is obsessed. A lot of like James Taylor, singer-songwriter stuff. And then there was that musical theater aspect where my mom loves musical theater, my brother's a musical theater composer, so there was a lot of like new musical theater people coming up in like the late 2000s that would be playing around, and like Sarah Bareilles was huge. I was obsessed with her. Ingrid Michaelson, like any singer-songwriter girly was like my mom would be obsessed with, and we would listen to together kind of. So
like women with very powerful, emotive voices.
Yeah, like anyone that could put their feelings into something, I was like, how did you do that? Like, how did you do that? That's crazy.
Well, it makes sense that you stumbled upon Ella Fitzgerald.
Yes.
And that made a huge impression on you.
I love her, yeah. I did my like 3rd grade report on her because she was the first song that I studied. Like I would like try to get every note and like every scat solo she did, I would like listen to in my room and just like try to follow it. And she wasn't saying anything, but I was like feeling so much from her. I thought that was so cool. And then I did like I didn't realize at the time, maybe it's weird that like they're like, do a report on anyone. And I'm like, Ella Fitzgerald. But like at the time I was so just genuinely like entranced by her and her thing with Louis Armstrong. I was like, this is so cool. Like I just thought she was so cool.
Weird for a 3rd grader.
Really weird. I don't know. I'm like, that's really
Not
weird.
Jonas Brothers, Bieber,
no,
5 Sauce.
No. Yeah, I remember being like, oh, okay, this is not. Like, this is different.
And music was basically it. There was no other option.
I've never thought about doing anything else. There was a moment where I was like, I want to be a chef and have my own cooking show. And then I remember thinking at like age 8, this is psycho actually. I remember someone had told me, like a couple people had told me I'm good at singing, and I remember being a kid and being like, oh, I'll get big in singing, and then I'll have a cooking show because I'll be cooking. That's how, and I don't know if I'm still on that trajectory or not, like we'll see, but
See, you're setting yourself up to play Bottle Rock.
Because
you know they have music and then the food.
Yeah.
And Guy Fieri just randomly shows up.
Oh my God, I would love that. Yeah, exactly.
You had such big dreams. You were like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Going to go to New York. Going to really put my heart and soul and study music into this. What is it that training and schooling taught you that you can't do quote unquote on the fly?
Yeah, I think for me the biggest thing was I got to school and I hadn't written any songs yet. Like I had just sung and I loved emoting other people's words. And then I got to school and was like, oh, I need to like write songs. I don't want to, and that was the biggest thing, was it like, we had like access to like studios and edit suites and things like that. So I would just literally write a song a day, every day, like get a practice room for like 2 hours and be like, I'm writing a song. And kind of training myself to get over the like ego part of it, of like, I hate this, I don't want to do it. Like just finish a song every day. I think that was the biggest thing that it gave me. And also just, you meet so many people, like I know through music now, I met there, like we all kind of work around each other, and it was a good networking place, but also like I think skill-wise, I really like songwriting honed in there. And you're in New York. It was like so inspiring, and going through a breakup, you're 20, like there's a lot. Yeah.
Was New York like the goal when you graduated high school, before graduating high school?
I actually was I commit to somewhere else because I didn't think I would get into NYU at all. School was not really my thing. I didn't like that much. So I think I was supposed to go to school in Nashville, and then I found out from NYU and I was like, okay, like holy shit. And had to figure out like the money aspect and the loans and all of that. But it was like my siblings are there. I just feel like I had to go.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You have an new EP out.
I do have an
Just like recently dropped. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's Friday.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
So crazy. Congrats.
Thank you.
I gotta ask though, A Cheetah Hunting in slow motion.
I know.
Sounds like they're already in slow motion when they're hunting.
No, I know. Yeah, the title's insane. I just don't even really know why I did that. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, I went down the whole YouTube wormhole of Animal Kingdom videos during the pandemic, and then you brought that back for me.
Thank you for saying that.
Cheetahs, lions eating each other,
and
chasing hyenas.
Didn't you miss it? Yeah. That's great.
And now I'm gonna watch it after this.
It's nice.
Please tell me what this is referring to.
What the hell does this mean? Okay, so full transparency, I was on mushrooms when I did this, so that's fun.
Okay.
I thought about it. I was listening to a song. I had all these songs. I had like 8 songs that I was like really had written in the course of like 8 months, like a very transformative time, going through kind of like living things, breakup things, like everything in my life I feel like was confusing, and it felt like everything that I could stand on within myself, I couldn't lean on, because I felt like I was like turning into someone new but not them yet, and not who I was before. So in that weird time in life where you go through those seasons of like, who the fuck am I right now?
Yeah.
And I think the title struck me. I was listening to like a song, I think, and I said, this sounds like a cheetah running in slow motion. The person I was with at the time was like, that's such a cool project title. And I was like, hey, yes. Like I've been thinking, I like had this epiphany.
Especially when your mind is a little bit altered.
Yeah, you're like, it was right after Coachella. I was like, yeah, like you get it. I was freaking out. And then I like sat with it after, and I was like, that actually does make a lot of sense. Like if now I'm gonna sound like I'm on drugs again, but if a cheetah is known for its speed and that is like their thing, when they're in slow motion, do they feel like themselves? I don't feel like myself. This is me trying to figure it out and come back to myself. So
I'm gonna go back on YouTube and look at these cheetahs.
Where that came. I actually found some good Nat Geo videos. I'll send you.
Oh, please.
Because I tried to make it make sense for you. Yeah.
You're just getting started.
Thanks.
I am such a fan of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Final question.
Yeah.
Here we are. We're right in the cusp of, new music and that was just released, and you're talking about a debut and so forth. What's a peak moment that you look forward to in the next 5 years or so?
Ooh, I think just playing more shows. I want to play festivals really badly. I want to play arenas really badly. I just am in it for the like healing and meeting other people and healing together, kind of. So I just want to build my community as much as I can and I want to make like an amazing album that feels like me and share that and have that moment. That's like a big thing. And maybe a cooking show.
See, I was waiting for that. Do you already have a title, like Cooking with Chloe?
A Cheetah Cooks and No, we're gonna leave this here. We're gonna leave the cheetah.
We're gonna follow that up when the debut album comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I will ask you that again.
Yeah, maybe I'll be headlining. Who knows?
You'll already have the cooking show at Bottle Rock.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So great to meet you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Congrats on the attention, and we look forward to more new music from you.
Thank you.
It's Chloe George,
so
right here on
much.
B-Sides.